Hey, what's up? I'm Roxanne Avalon, and on today's episode, you're gonna find out why I'm buying stock in VW, looking at Lincoln getting yet another shot at a comeback, fingers crossed, and our big plans for the future of this show. Yeah, you're gonna wanna stick around. This is Inside Cars. All right, first up, if you were an auto exec, who would you bank on? Toyota? Maybe. Ford? Possibly. Studebaker? Yeah, no, definitely not. Even I don't fall for that one, guys. Come on. Try Volkswagen. Yeah, KPMG actually surveyed over 200 auto execs to find out who they think is on the rise and who's on the slide. Yep, now in this survey, VW actually topped the list at 81%. But it's not that surprising if you think of all the companies VW actually owns. Now, BMW and Toyota also did well on the list, but let's take a look at who was on the bottom end. Nope, not Clay Aiken. We're talking about Subaru, which is actually a surprise considering they have a pretty solid reputation and commercials that make me cry every time. Moving on, we're talking about Ford and why they are in love with Lincoln. Okay, once again, not the Vampire Slayer, and we're not talking about Daniel Day-Lewis. We're talking about the company Lincoln. Now, the Wall Street Journal actually reported that Ford's marketing chief is promising a huge investment in the company's Lincoln division. Now, as most of you guys know, Lincoln has actually been Ford's luxury brand since the 1920s, mostly known for their Zephyr, the Town Car, and the Continental, and also for having Matthew McConaughey apparently be a lawyer in the back of one. But as most of you also know, the brand has been stale for a long time, kind of like a packet of saltines that you leave on the counter for too long. Yeah, I mean, the sales are slow, the buyers are old and, on life support, like it's a problem. And not to mention, the quality is way behind the Germans and Japanese. I mean, Lincoln, it is time to step up your game. Now, nothing specific is being laid out just yet for a Lincoln makeover, and the MKZ did not do so well. And let's face it, guys, the MKC that we saw at this month's Detroit Auto Show wasn't exactly a go-getter. So Lincoln, it's time for a change. Now, rumors are circulating about a new Continental, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm rooting for you, Lincoln. Come on, let's do it. But it's also kind of making me wonder, is it just gonna be like another longer, wider, more old person version of what they're putting out now? Let's hope not. Well, at least Lincoln has some money going into it, which is more than I can say for Fiat and PSA, which are actually two of Europe's largest car companies. Yeah, in a report in Automotive News, both of these companies are pretty much foreseen to crash and burn, wither and die in 2013. Yeah, it's a sad day. Actually, it's a sad year in Europe because they're at their lowest point in car sales in like over 20 years. Yeah, both of these car companies, Fiat and PSA, are in huge money troubles. They're canceling projects, delaying releases, but somehow, Fiat still has the money to hire Charlie Sheen in a Victoria's Secret model to do their commercials. Now, as much as I'd like to keep talking about Charlie Sheen and Victoria's Secret models, let's talk about some bald, sweaty, fat white guys over at The Truth About Cars. Yep, they are at it again. No, not eating salted pork rinds. I'm talking about giving their opinion and putting out a list of the worst cars on the market. And topping the list, yep, you guessed it, smart 4.2, 2.4, 2x4, through the door. You want some more? Well, too bad, because my rap is over. Anyway, yeah, now critics have panned this little awkward-looking car since it hit US shores 5 years ago. And yep, for once, I'm actually on board with the fat, sweaty white guys. Who would have thought? Now, some other interesting picks that were on this do not buy list include Nissan's Murano, which is an awkward name for an even more awkward car, the Cadillac Escalade, wait, what? Escalade? In my heart, Escalade can do no wrong. And of course, Fisker's Karma. Yeah, that's a shocker, right? Because we have to talk about Fisker on like every episode of this show. And yep, because it does have Obama dollars behind it, the Chevy Volt is on the list of things that should not be in America, according to these Republicans. All right, in some not so politically fueled news, there was a little tween in Italy who did what we all dreamed we could do as teenagers. No, not go on tour with One Direction. He stole his parents' Mercedes-Benz and toured the heart of Europe. Yeah, okay, well, it's kind of awesome, not even gonna lie about that. Now, apparently the story goes, the kid got in a fight with his foster parents and to ease the tension, stole their car, which seems like you're adding fuel to the fire if you ask me, but hey, I mean, each kid's gotta live out their dream, right? So yeah, he pretty much stole their car and toured around, first stop being Poland. Yeah, in a Mercedes. I'm not so sure that the Poles want to see another German machine blitzing through their country, but hey, to each his own, right? And yep, you guessed it, it's that time again. Time to check out our distracted driver of the day. Take a look. Well, guys, that wraps it up for another episode, but I want to remind you guys to leave some comments. I love hearing from you guys what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of, and what you want to hear more about, like Fisker, obviously. We got to talk about them. We want to know what you want to hear about. We're going to be making a lot of changes in the show in the next couple of weeks. You're going to see more of us on Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram, MySpace, Craigslist, Match.com. Anyway, all right, yeah, you guys get the picture. So yeah, leave us some comments. Let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see changed. And of course, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Yeah, get your friends to subscribe. And your mom, and your dad, and your baby brother, and the Facebook page that you created for your dog. Yeah, get them to subscribe too. And then we'll all be like a big happy family. Yay! All right, yeah, that's enough for me. I'm Roxanne Avalon, and I'll see you next time on Inside Cars.